Hello folks, and welcome to Ringer's Prospecting Journal. Today we've been having some iffy weather, rain on and off throughout the day, so I decided I was going to throw some ribs in the smoker and go through my Lake Superior beach sand, get that all cleaned up, get the black sand and gold to separate as good as I can, and then I'll weigh it up and see what I got for a total. This Lake Superior trip was from last fall. You've seen the videos on that. I do have a bonus feature here coming up. I got some pay dirt from my daughter Brandy and her boyfriend Eric for Christmas. Now it's June, and I'm finally getting around and doing the cleanup on it. So we'll do a video on that and show you what was all in that pay dirt from Virginia. So stay tuned, folks, and we'll show you what we get here and have some fun doing it. All right, I'll show you what I got so far in the pan. If you can see that or not. A bunch of little gold particles in the pan. We're going to try to get that separated from the black sands. So it's a long, tedious process. But I figured I got nothing else better to do while smoking my ribs. So you notice I do have some jet dry in the water here. And what we want to do is get this all semi-concentrated to one side, get all these little gold flecks over to one side here. Now this is part of the Lake Superior gold run from last year. This gold is very tiny, likes to float. The black sands that are in it is a lot like powder, but the gold is also like powder, so it's very difficult to separate it all. Get everything traveling down to the right edge. We dumped the snuffer bottles in there, the gold particles went everywhere. So we'll get that tapped up to the top. And I do have some more small flakes over here. All right, so all we're gonna do now is just slowly rock it back and forth. And hopefully separate the black sands from the gold. Now this isn't going to be perfect. I'll have to do this multiple times. It will shake to separate the black sand from the gold. And just keep slowly rocking it back and forth. Yes, I know I do see some gold that's floated down to this end. I said the black sand is very tiny, almost powder-like. So just keep rocking it and slowly bringing that black sand away from the gold. We don't want to use too much force because then I'll just wash all the gold to the opposite side of the pan. A few taps to get the gold up into the corners. Now, kind of hard to see because I got a glare on the pan. The gold sticks out, but the black sand kind of blends in with the glare. Just slowly rocking it back and forth. Try not to use too much pressure. on that gold. And we'll take our clean snuffer bottle here and we'll suck up the gold particles that have already separated, or at least attempt to. And once you have that done the first time, you reset it and do it again, because like I said before, I did have some gold come float back over to this side of the pan. Give it a few taps, allow the gold to settle that back into the corner. Give it a little bit of shake to separate the black sands from the gold, and repeat. So anyways, this is what I'm going to be doing for the next few hours. I'll be bring you back here when I get the majority of it cleared up, and I'll show you what I got out of it. All right, so I got the first snuffer bottle and the 2 small vials cleaned out. This is my second snuffer bottle. This is the gold that was in there. You get close up of all that. You still see a lot of the black sand. Let's give the old pan a little spin. Looks like the galaxy floating around in there. So the Milky Way, we called it the Golden Way. So we'll get this cleaned out, and then the other snuffer bottle, and then we'll keep going from there. All right, we're down to our last little bit. Spread this out. Get a better look at the gold that's in this. It's been going rather well so far. You got to have a lot of patience when you're doing this, but the end results I hope will be worth it. We got some bigger pieces, bigger chunks in this one, so hopefully it'll be a little bit easier. All right, there's the gold from my Lake Superior trip in a little tiny frying pan. I'm going to pour off the excess water, put it on the stove, dry it out, and then we'll get a measurement and a weight for you, and we'll see how well we did. All right, we got the pan on the stove. It's heating up, and hopefully the water will start to evaporate out of there. And once we get that all dried up, we will throw it on the scale, see what we get. All right, we got gold going in. All right, we got the gold in the scales. Not the best total that I've ever seen come from Lake Superior. We got 0.401 grams of gold out of our Lake Superior trip from last year. Not the greatest. I know we weren't in the best spots. It was our first time up there, so we were just scouting out the area. But overall, I'm pretty happy with that. Well, there you have our Superior Gold weigh out, folks. Got 0.4 grams. Not the greatest. We went prospecting for 4 days, and 0.4 grams. Still, I'm happy that was the first time we've been up there and just scouting the areas out. And I know I've seen other videos where people were finding that in a single day, while we were up there for 4 days prospecting. I've got a little bonus footage here for you. It's a little bit of pay dirt action that I got from my daughter and her boyfriend for Christmas. Finally got around to doing a cleanup on it. So let me get you set up here and I'll show you what we're doing. So what we have here is little nugget bucket pay dirt. It's Virginia gold pay dirt, and it says there's gold guaranteed. So never heard of this group. I'm not sure how much gold is supposed to be in there. I don't know if there's a specific quantity or not, but we'll get this panned out. I got my pan still set up from when I did the clean out, so we'll get this set up and ready to go. So you got a lot of rocks and stuff in here. Normally I'd classify this down, get the bigger rocks out, but I'm not sure what to expect in this stuff, so we're just going to leave everything in there and make sure it gets all washed up. Looks like it's rather dirty material, so I'm expecting the water to turn brown. But yeah, let's see what we get out of this thing. Oh yeah, that's some dirty stuff. Shake that bag up really good. All right, and if you can see that real well, but right there, there's gold showing up right on the top of the sand. Looks like we got some mini seashells type material in here also. That's kind of cool. So let's a little bit more water, get this all stratified out. Look at how dirty that is. Woohoo! And that big flake of gold there got me excited. Nice little flaky of gold. Definitely bigger than anything we could find here in Wisconsin. Pour some of that out. Stratify, stratify, stratify. You want to get sure that all the gold gets a chance to settle down on the bottom. Again, seeing a lot of seashells, or parts of seashells. Whew, that's a tongue twister. Parts of seashells mixed in with the material. Pull some of these bigger rocks out of here. Now again, I'm going to keep all this material and clean it up really well, but we're just going to take a quick peek at it. And a lot more shells. And so, what's nice about these XP gold pans, they got multiple different areas to pan your stuff out at. So we'll swing this down and around over to the smaller riffle size. pan that out some more. Seeing a little bit of black sand, but not a lot. Very coarse material. Get some of these bigger rocks out of there. Need a little tappy. I think we got it down far enough. Let's get some water in there. Everything back down into the pan. A little tappy to get the gold to settle up on top, and let's see what we got. It's a lot of blonde sand. Some of these bigger rocks out of there. Ooh, I see gold already. A lot of fine gold and some chunky stuff. These bigger rocks out of there. And I see a lot of specks of gold. Also, I said I'll be going through this material again once I get it fully classified out, so you don't have all these rocks in there that will interfere with the gold settling out. And you got a lot of chunky gold. Escapee. Yeah, let's give you a little close-up picture of the chunky gold that was in that pay dirt. I'm not exactly sure how much is there. Could dry it out and throw it on the scale, but don't really have time to do that again today. For overall, pretty nice. A lot of little tiny flakes of gold in there. Some chunky stuff. So we'll get this snuffered up, and again, I'm going to keep this pay dirt and actually classify it out and pan it out again, because I'm sure I probably missed some. But overall, thank you very much to my daughter Brandy and her boyfriend Eric for getting me this awesome Christmas present. Well, there you have it, folks. That's our cleanup for the Lake Superior sand, the pay dirt that I got from my daughter Brandy and her boyfriend Eric for Christmas. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell icon to get notifications on future videos. Until next time, folks, God bless.